When you think about the fact that this is Gambit's attack side, this team is known for leaving it till the last second to make that push on in, the slow defaults that have destroyed the majority of teams on the world scene. So this is going to be a task for Liquid for sure.
It has also destroyed themselves. Let's put that into perspective as well. They are known as one of the best defensive teams ever for a reason, but Defo has got off to a flying start. The classic wall to get themselves an after plant, and now the rotation has to come in here from Liquid. And honestly, the fallback's already there. We haven't seen the changes on Icebox that are rumored just yet, so this retake is going to be rough.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard one to get back into. Time obviously being an issue. They still have a wall online, though. They've lost Navera as they attempt to walk on in, and look at these side angles available, playing around the back of yellow. I mean, this is looking like a clean round. Nats was still stuck on the site. Now the wall goes down, but it's going to be broken in just a moment. Halfway defused already. And Redgar has actually knifed Link to close that round out. That's
early from Liquid.
So I mentioned some pistols invested into, but I've seen Scream has decided to go for a Marshall. That hasn't exactly worked out, though. The rifle that was invested into by Defo, only good for the one before he goes down. A little bit of damage for the pistols. If they can find another kill here, that'd be fantastic. A nasty plant spot for Nats. Really difficult to do anything about that in a buy round, and even more so when you've only got those pistols to work with.
I feel like that's a wall that at some point we're going to see them mess it up and not be able to plant, and I'm going to giggle quite a lot. Nice shot from Soulcast.
I would give you that, right? I would, but it's Nats.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought
that's my point. Yeah. We'll see.
I didn't say Nats. I said someone.
Oh, okay. Right.
Someone in our matchmaking games.
Nice little team ace.
Quite a bit of early information for both teams. And actually, they're going straight under the tube. An early trade is decent, but it's definitely worked out better in this case for Liquid.
Yeah, Gambit known for their slow plays, but they want to use the faster pace to take advantage of these weaker weapons. Redgar even going for the flank, but he'll be caught as well. With low HP, Defo didn't stand a chance. That is 2-1. Control that can already be back yellow. And for Team Liquid, every face that they take is a huge risk here. A blind even forces Navera off the angle, and at this point, I don't even think they can stop that plant.
Yeah, this is always the benefit. They have put down some utility, and that's going to take a lot of damage. He'll be back online in just a second, so again, it's always a rough spot to try and get back into these sort of rounds, especially with no flank available. You've got to try and fight this head on as Liquid, and well, they're just not being allowed any space whatsoever.
It was a good attempt by Liquid to use their Viper utility to stop that plant, even just cause the damage, but nothing found. Now it's sort of suicide to just run in here. They're going to try the wall play. We saw this in the first round unsuccessfully. Oh, but this time finding a lot more for their trouble. Goes down to just the one player, shahzam. He's going to break the wall and take the kill. Running the clock all the way down and guaranteeing that round for Gambit even after his demise. A third round will be found for this attacking side.
Yeah, definitely a little bit
in very early days, but the problem was always that, you know, that
Jamppi.
That is a nasty shot, and it's the escapism as well. One tap and he's out of there. Now rocking around with an operator to play with, although moving towards the wrong side of the map. It is A that Gambit are at least gravitating towards for now.
The thing is, though, you actually still have Scream there with a rifle, potential Empress if he wants it as well, and pretty much all of his utility online. So although it's open in one sense, the other sense is the Scream factor. But they have already tagged him up, forced him back, and well, that ultimate, if he does decide to pop it, will be completely useless. And they know where Link is, forcing him out of the corner with the fragment. A wonderful little cross, but the trades come back in thick and fast. As said, Scream's still here. And now, in a 4 versus 2 situation, this looks rough for Gambit.
Not the easiest. Even getting out of here is going to be tough for Redgar. There's so many players up close, and it just turns into a fight. Scrambling to try and grab these kills. shahzam will be left alone. They're pushing him one at a time. The opportunity's given, but Team Liquid close it out in the end. Came close.
I know that this is something that I've seen people do in CS, but there's like analysis.
It's going to be a fast round out of Gambit yet again. They love this mid to B play when they're on the lower rifles or weapons this time. The same result will be found, though. Team Liquid running all over them, and Jamppi's a good amount of the way towards that ultimate again. 3 quick kills in this round with the early mid peak and then closing out that trade on the off. That timing is so good. But shahzam is still caught.
All right, if Link's just going to be that clean, they can just leave spots open all of the time. There was a chance that the double kill went back in the other direction as I believe the drone was actually being utilized. Never mind, though. Chronicle, in a matter of seconds, just waltzes into the A site and evens things up once again. Defo's still lurking around mid, trying to cut off the rotations. And, well, I guess the main problem is the spike.
Yeah, that is a pretty significant issue right now. Link double killing has secured it, and that is insult to injury, confirming the round essentially. As we see the Viper's pit go down, there's no access through middle. This is going to have to be a push from the A side, and there's only 35 seconds left. I mean, GAMBIT have to essentially run at them, and with no information to play with, like, they have no idea where any of these players are. There's even a res online for Link, but he's not going to get to use it. Taking the fight up against Chronicle and losing it. Now we come down to just Navera inside his ultimate. And yeah, that Viper's pit hasn't quite reached, but hold on, he's going to reposition, getting right ahead of the ult. But Chronicle, luckily, is there to convert it. And put a fourth. Jamppi's forced back, and that knife has actually canceled a lot of these players, including Jamppi, who then cannot escape as Nats quickly decapitates him. The side is not Gambit's yet, though. Still a lot of players here to fight, and Sokas has managed to pick one up through the wall. The side still with 4 players on the back. Look at this. The entire defense is just clumped together, waiting for someone to peek through, and Defo almost made a fateful mistake. They're still committing. They're still moving forward. Gambit are not deterred by hearing numbers. They just see free kills, free ult orbs, perhaps. Link is still putting up a fight, taking at least the one down. The res will be attempted, but that's not great. The orb already going to tick away. Bunch of Scream's health, and he'll be eliminated in the end, putting it down to the 1v2. Link still holding on. A wall in his possession, and the plan still has to be secured for Gambit, but it doesn't matter in the end with the headshot.
The plan basically would just be to try and get that wall in, Nats, get the plant, and then just fall back to yellow once again. And they've left the lurker on the other side. They know there's not been an aggressive push to get in on the flank just yet.
Well, Team Liquid have got full control over middle. They're watching for a flank play through A. The most important thing is this utility setup on the site. Again, we're going to see it used to try and deny a plant, but the snake bite doesn't come in even remotely on time. It might have bounced off the wall, I'm not sure, but the TLDR is plant is secured, and Gambit now have an advantage. They've also got a late flank coming through from Chronicle, potentially. Team Liquid are going to need a miracle to get out with this one.
Yeah, and then a lot of them are going to get all of their utility removed from them. They'll know if there's players in the back corner, and Chronicle is just, he's causing issues. That's all he's really doing. He just needs to be in the back line just to almost say, like, guys, you got nowhere to go. Until you kill me off, the round is over, and Liquid know that. They're just going to try and save their weapons for the next round.
So Team Liquid, they save these weapons. This is the round that they look to make value from them, and it's Scream getting aggressive on the Reyna, but they're spotting it. Even though Liquid haven't been going for this, Gambit are still being conscious, and they've got an op watching for Link re-aggressing. I mean, Team Liquid, everything that they try, it seems like Gambit are on their team speak.
Yeah, and again, we're going to get into these after plants once again. Shot dart line up. Might kill off Nats, but I don't think it was timed quite well enough. So no, he's going to be able to survive in this corner and has teammates alongside him. Flanks also being watched. This duel is everything. If Chronicle wins it, the round is already over, and he hasn't missed a beat. He hasn't missed a shot this entire game, I don't think.
Now, we talked about the original iteration of the 9-3 curse. I heard Ryan bringing it up earlier on the desk. Looks like we might have a second opportunity. We'll run it back, so to speak. Going to the A site, 3 players from Gambit here already, and mainly it's Defo, but he gets blinded up. A good Lear that avoids that aggression, really finding anything. Somehow, Defo is still alive in the cover from Shadows. Nets them the opening duel. Another landed. A quick shot from Defo, but quickly returned by Link, who's now left to fall back and try to heal himself up. His teammates falling around him, and again, we end up with the advantage in favor of the defense. Oh, you lunatic! He's just gone up, rushing in towards the spawn.
Uh-oh.
Are they ready for this?
Oh, it actually worked out. Obviously, the knife definitely didn't help, and now they know where Link is on the site, trying to just take the fights at this point. Getting a plant seems nigh on impossible, unless he's going to try and go back. He's got the time for it. Obviously, he needs to get out of earshot so that he can just start running. But yeah, there's not going to be a rotation, so chances are there will at least be an afterplant for Link, and if he can get himself in a spot where he can try and find an individual duel, there's a very real world that the Clutch King will win this round.
Opportunity presenting itself, that's for sure. And this is going to be a long one. He has so much time for this post plant. Go wherever he wants, but
10 seconds left.
Obviously, Link doesn't know that. having healed himself up earlier. No armor, no shields to play with. And GAMBIT are going to approach this together. No steps are heard. Link has the info, but he's been spotted. That's caught him. Oh man. I mean, they know exactly where he is. He's hardly playing up close on the wall, is he? No, there he is up above. They're ready for this fight now. This gets so much more difficult for Link. He comes so close, man. Look at the HP on nets.
It's frustrating. Before they actually get this plant down, Jamppi will at least get one, but Link's been dropped, and that means they haven't managed the plant. Soulcast getting a second kill. They're making this one costly at least, but now the time running out, and they could just not kill Scream.
Oh my god, of course he gets that frag.
Will end up getting a rifle, but it's at the cost of Link not having one. And yeah, I kind of feel if that wasn't a stinger, he probably gets a kill.
I have to agree with you there, Tom. If it was a classic, he might have
had the Lothar bind, then it would have worked.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Had that one coming. Well, look, at 11-3, GAMBIT really impressed me with what it says about them, that they've taken this sort of an investment. They're not in a rush to end this game. They want to win. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter if they are a little bit late for dinner. That drone has spotted a player up close, and Chronicle almost gets away with a kill, but obviously the Spectre not quite dealing the damage that you'd want at that range. So that plan's going to be secured, and Team Liquid should have an easy round.
Yeah, and they're going to put themselves in a great position as well. Getting a lot of kills in the last brings a lot of ultimates very close to being online, and even getting very close to a res for the next round if they desire it. Shados, he just wants to make this as costly as possible, and hey, Jamppi going down a rope. He almost had Scream as well.
Rotation from GAMBIT. The drone is about to spot at least one. Look who's up close. Okay, Scream got seen as well. Snakebite's going to be late. So, oh, Snakebite's actually bounced off the edge of the wall, so never mind. But Redgar still able to catch Link on the fade back. Scream went down too. The advantage now sitting comfortably in favor of GAMBIT. This was looking good for Liquid, but it took a nosedive real quick.
Yeah, they switched up the wall just to try and deny the snakebite, and then they end up getting caught by bullets instead. Not quite a worthwhile trade-off. Decent flash will leave one blind, and the kills coming back from Soulcast. It leaves just one standing, but he has torn them apart. 4 kills in this round. That was looking
he still has not reached his top potential when it comes to officials. Not even close. The guy is unbelievable. That is an aggressive push out of Defo with no shields. He gets away with it. No kill, but Chronicle's doing a damn good job of holding down B. Still on this choke point around Yellow. His utility covering the walkthrough on B. And with that double kill spike drop, look at the repositioning. But that has actually allowed Soulcast to sneak all the way through. And with that knife going out, he knows there's a player right up above him. It's the KO, but he'll be Pete from the side still. Getting away with one. Shados will get the jump on him, though, and leave Jamppi's operator as the final player. We hyped up this agent pick in this man's hands, but I think a 1v4 is a little too much to expect from him.
Yeah, especially with the position of the spike. Like, it really couldn't be much worse. You've got 2 players around the angle. Players have spotted him in mid as well, and he now no longer has enough bullets to actually kill the remaining players on the team. So he'll have to either find a gun or switch up to his pistol, and he's not even going to be given the chance.
And it's available on the other side. Redgar trying to grab some tags. This is ludicrous as the Viper's Pit comes out of Nevera. The site will be secured, but Screen goes down to even the numbers.
It looks like a strong possibility of an afterplant. There is a res available for Link, but getting to Scream, I think it's going to be easier said than done. He was perched up around that wall. Unless it's actually been sectioned off. If it's below, he might actually be able to get something done here. Jamppi also waiting, but they'll be held back, and it's mainly going to come down to this Viper's Pit. Can it be cleared? Defo goes above, though, and that's Soulcast gone. Thankfully, though, Link's still within the pit alongside Nevera, and they are holding this one down.
Incredible movement from Link there. He's going to get the flank in to close out this round. He's so
be shot anyway, but they've left Shados behind. If he wasn't spotted, this could be the snake in the grass that ruins things for Team Liquid. They're going to come sneaking through. Oh, I think it was a bit of an off position from Shados. Moves his crosshair and gets caught by Scream, and he's able to fade away.
Just as he tried to jump up onto that lip, or jump off it rather, the peak comes around, ruining his day entirely. The operator, not deterred, Defo will stay aggressive, but there will be no reward found for that, and GAMBIT again locked out of the site. Nats has a res, so if they can manage to fight themselves forward, that should be pretty easy to get Shados back online. But look how aggressive Team Liquid are being because of this. They do not want to give any space to GAMBIT on this retake. They want to make them fight for every inch. There's quite a lot for them to work with in terms of util, and I think GAMBIT are realizing you're not winning this round. Even saving, though, is going to be pretty difficult because Team Liquid are throwing themselves at those players. Try and drop the weapons out of their hands.
Yeah, they might as well chase it. They've got plenty of finances available to them. I think... Oh, such a leg shot. soulcast manages to jump out, and the remaining...
It doesn't end up going in their favor. But Liquid are starting to build up the momentum, and that's where I think a lot of their power is coming from. Oh, this is dangerous. Yeah, the drone has caught him up close.
Oh, the cursed drone. There's a reason you're always going to see Sova played on this map, and that is basically it. Denies any of that space being taken. Same after plant again for Liquid, and a Chronicle that there's a very good argument for him just running away with this operator. Like, maybe he wants to try and get a kill towards his ult, but chances of victory slim to none. They haven't been able to do it with rifles. I don't know why they think they can do it with a solo operator, but hey, he's already managed to get one kill. I guess he's tempted to go for it.
They really don't have a lot of credits on the GAMBIT side. This is strange to see them committing to it. Shados has an opportunity converted.
No.
Oh, the shot from Chronicle on the money. Solkus not actually really having that much time on his side. The spray is close. He's out of ammo halfway already. Shados gets it. It's done. GAMBIT have got the map 13-9, only a few seconds left when they come back in. In particular, those flashes can do a lot for getting them through the Viper walls.
Yeah, they've set up for the retake, a full retake strategy, and there's still a flank coming in as well that could just catch that late luck player off guard. It did. Jamppi's already managed to take down his counterpart of Chronicle, and they're winning every single fight on the way back into this site. It's left all onto one man, and this time Nats is not going to be the hero. Solid stuff from Liquid.
There were a lot of variables in there that no longer exist. GAMBIT are comfortable, and they found the opening duel here on the Link. A quick one for Chronicle, who's managed to retrieve himself a Spectre. Fighting out to the side as well, they'll have a really strong split with players still inside cave and mid.
Information has been garnered by soulcast. Now, I have enjoyed watching his KO play an awful lot, so that it's always going to be worth highlighting. Link as well, switching up agents for the umpteenth time, because it just seems to be his role within this team. Chronicle, though, has managed to find another. Navira's lurk position might be able to delay the plant a little bit, or at least make it more awkward. Never mind, though. He's been forced out of the corner by Nat and killed off by Chronicle, who now has 3 kills. Make it 4. He didn't even have armor going into this round, and somehow it's only Jamppi left.
God, unbelievable. This is not a round that you should be walking away with even near this amount of damage in. And I don't even necessarily want to put it down to Chronicle having that headhunter weapon, because I think with his sheriff in hand, he does a very similar job. It's just that he'll have the headhunter here.
All of this control. Now, this is something that the container will definitely help them with, as Chronicle can now look to swing a little bit further. Bear in mind, he already has his ult online, so him getting kills at this point is almost just a flex.
Farming up, even when the supplies are full, he'll keep on going. Chronicle.
Well, they managed to smoke off the angle, and Defo's just going to go running. Scream with the instant headshot. No surprises there, but there's a lot of targets still to find, and he's going to be able to get a second, at least making this one close, and Link just goes swinging through, trying to maybe waste some time, allow for the remainder to rotate. And there's only 15 seconds left on the clock. If they can catch this player, there's a very good opportunity down to the 1 versus 1, and it's just going to be an open plant. Redguard just sticking it all the way through, but soulcast will eventually swing and into mid. They haven't really got control elsewhere. They can start to gamble their rotations at least a little bit more. Link low, but he's still going to catch another, at least keeping this one a little bit more even, and they're probably not going to expect Navira to be here, because why would he be here? The pit's still up. You think he'd just be sat within it, waiting for you to push. Instead, he's taken that space elsewhere. The flash for Shados at least grants him some space, but the time is gone, and now they just need to survive.
Yep, carrying these weapons through becomes the primary objective, but as you can see, Team Liquid want to disrupt that as well. Solkus charging forward, boosting your economy, I guess, on that attack side. Oh, that's an aggressive play by Scream.
Yeah, who was saying that it's not going to be played as a duelist? That looked like a duelist to me. This is so aggressive. Fight in from GAMBIT. They found the entries they needed, though. Trading things out effectively, and Jamppi is probably just questioning, like, how is everyone already dead? The round's only been going for about 30 seconds, but my whole team is gone. Oh, this angle is ratty from Chronicle. The door left open, and oh, it's a freebie. This man is already
There's
on
a rotation coming in already from Team Liquid. They've read this play entirely. The Shock Dart Snakebite combo that eliminates shahzam on the way through the choke point. Nats, though, is able to at least recover something. The Viper's Pit going down to try and retrieve that spike, but a tough task ahead of them. Defo will try to thin out the numbers of the defenders as they cross over to the site, but Nats has to hold strong. And they are rushing him down, running it to try and take him out of this round, already dealt with. And as you can see, Defo, he can't make it anywhere near Cave before that spike is diffused.
Information instead that they don't have to be as aggressive as their old composition relied on. Instead, though, it's going to be the other side that's being very aggressive. Jamppi this time will be able to catch one, and in fact, him and Scream have locked it down. The remaining two unable to get anywhere near this site, and the trades are in thick and fast from Liquid. It's left all onto Redgar with an operator.
10 seconds left. Okay, Viper's in a great spot.
Yeah, Navira's got to have him.
Oh, if he hit that shot, he could have won the round. I'm in here. Although they've lost the star player, I suppose, of their team a lot of the time, although arguments could certainly be made. The return is in. Defo's down. The playing field evened up once again.
Yeah, and they're all rotating through the spawn. Liquid have done well in their retakes so far. They haven't really needed to overface. The one worry is still that the tour de force is available for Chronicle, so he can try and watch things on the cross if the players look to try and make their way back through. Also, this time they don't have the screen, because I believe that's been placed down on the other side of the map.
Snakebite, Basulka's already ahead of it. Going to clear out the left corner. A lot less angles to worry about now, but moving into the site still might not be easy if they don't clear shahzam. He's going to be able to get the jump on them and completely ruin this retake for a moment. Put a crack in it. But they managed to recover it. Just sheer numbers and better weaponry. This is the benefit of GAMBIT coming in with this comp, having your Jet, having your Chronicle, as you said. So it's something you have to then consider that, yeah, you're going to lose a lot of rounds that otherwise you would close out.
Oh, dear.
And Nats has just completely destroyed them. Walked into A site, taking a double. The rest of the team joining him. And it's proving to be very easy indeed. Chronicle's mid flank has completely ruined them. It's going to be tough for Navira.
Oh,
He's revealed. He's Hunter's Fury. He's pushed. Still gets a kill.
Fair play.
All right. I don't know. He shouldn't have gotten away with that. Well played. And maybe a chance for Team Liquid if they can pick up another kill. In fact, with this plant going down, I see Shock Darts. Nats is already half HP. There's some opportunities here.
They've done very well at killing off that flanking player almost every single time. Nats, though, with the hold, has turned things back into a 3v3 scenario. This battle means quite a lot, actually. Killing off leaves just the flank remaining. They may not know yet, but with that flash coming through from Scream, they're going to know that both players are currently coming in from behind. They've tried to clear out that back corner, successful onto one, but the trade from shahzam is there once again, leaving it onto Scream. But he always seems to come through with those headshots. Another round onto the board for Liquid. Their retakes on this side of the map have been fantastic.
But GAMBIT have gone for a very aggressive strategy, and you can see that pace was not expected.
Well, yeah, this is, I guess, the problem of not having such a dedicated mid-hold, is that sometimes a team can just run straight up mid. Most teams won't, but GAMBIT will.
Yeah, GAMBIT normally wouldn't as well, being that slow defaulty team. Good shot, but Nats falling, and Redgar is being dropped. Okay, 3 versus 3. Team Liquid have just been granted a miracle. But the numbers won't stay even for long. And look at this aggression out of shahzam. Okay, maybe Sky is a duelist. I might just take that all back. 7-5 as that start to arise. And Team Liquid are going to have a quick attack here in the pistol. In terms of splitting up through mid, they're already coming into the B site from both angles. And the TP back over leaves just Viper, who's now being kind of pincered in. Players pushing from behind. shahzam gets blinded. Inside of mid, though, you've still got quite a lot of resistance by Nats. He's covering off that cross, making sure they can't get over. And the fights from spawn go to Chronicle with the Headhunter in hand.
Really nice GAMBIT. Sure, there's a rifle on board in the form of a Guardian for Redgar, which might be a nasty surprise. In fact, it is an easy kill onto Jamppi there. And Now they're going to try and clear some of these closer angles, but the information's been given over to the other side.
Redgar is enough of a problem by himself and just wait. Oh, is that a shock dart going straight down? I think a little bit of damage dealt. Redgar still alive on backside, dodging all kinds of utility. And Chronicle picks up one in the end. Look, save around all by itself and be the turning point. Shados is picking up the opening here, still powerless, unable to pop any of these flashes, and so there was no escape. Either just keep taking the wall bangs or try and get out of there. And falling on the way back, the rest of the team are cleaning up these duels and leaving Solkas to do it all. They don't know where he is, and he'll get one, but not ready for Nats to be there too.
Yeah, we'll see the drone taken out, but he had to use one of his operator shots to do it, and now they're going to try and burst into this B site.
Good opening. Shados in a little bit of trouble. So many players coming around that corner. He does well to get the triple before falling. Still, that operator, the tour de force in play, looking for a victim on the site, but you can see GAMBIT are conscious of it. Nobody wants to swing out wide and give those fights away. I say nobody. Chronicle does, because he's got an off of his own. The ultimate trading out, Jamppi, and leaving Scream in a bad situation. They're about to face on in. Look how many... 3 players just down below on the ropes. One is spotted, but the others are ready to peek up above. Defo, he was absolutely in control, and his fallback is even being covered. He's just going to tuck in and wait for Chronicle to come in and assist. Although Chronicle goes down after the 1, it's still a pretty beneficial spot to leave them in a 4v3.
Yeah, I like that setup. They have to push through tube, but an escape plan is set. Sure, it didn't go exactly to plan, but it gives them a man advantage, and now they can get the heals back in onto Defo as well. That's definitely a worthwhile trade for GAMBIT, and a cool little idea to give them some space in the round. There's 40 seconds left mid, and they haven't left bottom mid. They're going to have to use their Seekers to just try and find out if anybody else is still aggressive from GAMBIT.
This is going to give an opportunity, actually, revealing Nats in towards the elbow, but he makes the right call, falling to the B site. The wall will go up a little bit late, and he's able to grant vision, and this is a massive problem. The Seeker doesn't quite reach. It's canceled out at least, so they don't know that he's all the way to the back of the site just yet. And the drop down is spotted. Solkas eliminated. A second follows suit. And now the spike is in Nat's hands. This round is done. Complete control for GAMBIT. 10-8. A ton of credits on GAMBIT.
Oh, it's so dirty. He doesn't get the kill, but there was no way they were expecting him to just swing back out through that. That was pure panic on the other side. Defo wants to go back for more. He is not done fighting. There's already been a trade back and forth with 1 kill coming in and Scream able to make it a little bit better, but they still haven't cleared Shados from his backline. And that was the most awkward. Let's put it this way. It is hard playing this side of the map. Shados still lurking within. Did he peek out of that, or did he just headshot him straight through the screen? There's been trades back. Hunter's Fury trying to clear out those backlines, and well, I was about to say looking like an afterplant, but every couple of seconds there's a swing from GAMBIT that takes off another scout.
Now with this, I mean, Team Liquid again having some promise in the early round, but things start to switch in the other direction. See if they can bring it back. Solkas and Link, shock darts to play with for Link, but it's really the duels you've got to be winning, and Defo comes in quickly. Those ultimates that we spoke about starting out this map, Chronicle and Defo close it out with them. It's 13-8 and 2-0 as GAMBIT started out strong here in the EMEA Challengers.
Yeah, for sure.